yeah, I'm 30 years old. You know what I'm saying? I got a 10-year-old. I just got a full-time job, kind of making like $2 bands a month, but they're kind of like giving me like a lot of crazy hours and shit. So just two quick questions I had was like, how do I like really like get myself back to like how I was, like just trying to like be better as a man and stuff. Like
Wait,
get
how many
better
hours a
health.
week are you working making $2,000 a month?
I work for a transportation company.
2,000 a month is really low, bro. That's $24K a year. That's like poverty. What,
Bro,
That's like legit at the poverty line.
Yeah,
Bro.
that's the poverty.
Yeah,
How
man.
the
You
hell?
gotta step your game up, man.
How many hours are you working?
Bro, don't lie,
Especially
bro. You smoke weed, huh? Don't lie.
No, I actually for this job they do random drug tests. I used to smoke, but I stopped to get this job.
Hey, that's a good
All right,
start.
how many hours are you working though, bro?
I'm doing 40 hours a week.
Damn. It's like $12 an hour.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Bro, you need to pick up another job, bro.
Yeah.
2,000 is unacceptable, man.
Bro, I was where you were
A
at.
month?
Like what? Almost 10 years ago at Chick-fil-A and AT&T. You're starting somewhere, bro. So don't be flip out about starting somewhere. But you're 30 with a 10-year-old kid, bro. You gotta hustle now, bro.
Emergency. That's emergency.
You need
room,
2-3
man.
jobs, bro. At least.
Yeah.
At this point.
Yeah, like when I was struggling in 2008, like I remember I told the story before, but it bears repeating right now. I was in 2008. My father had just like shot himself, blew his brains out. Can I say blow his brains out on your YouTube? It's cool.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, cool. He blew his brains out, and it was like right during the recession, right, of '08. So it's I had to take care of my family, my mom, my sister, my grandma, and shit, and nobody was hiring. You know what I'm saying? So even though I had a
Real estate market crash.
bro, it was
Obama was coming in.
It was awful.
Post-Iraq war.
It was super awful, and it was the highest unemployment we had since the depression. And I would just wake up. I mean, I said, you know what, man, I can outwork this shit. And I just got like blue collarish kind of job. So I would wake up, I train people in the morning at like 4. I wake up at 4, train people in the morning, shower at the gym. Then I would go to the Prada store, and I was a security guard at the Prada store. I didn't do a good job. Like I didn't guard nothing or keep anyone secure, right? But I was there. They paid me, and then after that, I worked for my boy's moving company, right? And I was like all day, 5 days a week. And on the weekends, I woke up early.
You did some male modeling too, right?
But we're gonna get into that.
Some male
it was-
modeling. Yeah.
It was before that was before that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was before that because it's a different story. At the recession, shit changed, and there wasn't enough money to like support. Like I could fuck around when my dad was alive, taking care of my mom, but when I got to take care of my mom, I need more money than that shit. You know what I'm saying? So on the weekends, I would wake up at 4, train people, and then after that, I managed a restaurant in Queens.
Oh, sick.
So it was like 12, 14-hour days,
And you
7
were
days
like
a week,
20?
and I did that for like 2 years.
You were 21?
24.
24.
Yeah, because in my earlier 20s, that's when I got scouted by the modeling agency, but it wasn't no real money. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't enough money to do the kind of shit I had to do after my dad killed himself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like it was enough money for me to come to Miami, get some weight, come bring it back to New York and flip it. You're right, but that shit was dangerous too. Cause I had to stop doing that because my boy, one of my boys got sent to prison. SV, he doing life for a double homicide. He killed him. He killed those people, right? And then my other boy Esco, he got killed. And then my father, and I was like, oh shit, I gotta change my shit. I can't be doing this fucking wild shit. So it was like I just worked, and that's like kind of where you at. You know, I mean, I started like 6 years before you, and I had no kids at the time, but. You just gotta. That might be where you at, bro. You just gotta work like that, you know, and it's okay.
Yeah, it's just
it's
tough. It's tough now, 2025, to get to live on the $12 an hour.
Yeah.
That's not like 10 years ago. If you're making $12 an hour, it's a little bit different. But now it's hard.
Yeah.
So you got to find like what's the quickest path to make a little bit more money. And usually, there's more money to make in sales. Something where you can performance based.
Yeah, if you good, you know, it's gonna take you a minute to get good. So it's like you might even.
It takes time.
It's gonna take a while to get through that learning curve. You know,
That's
You start
true.
paying them bills now too.
it's okay. Yeah.
Whatever it takes. Keep your mind open. Try and look for something that's definitely more lucrative because there's only so many hours you can put in, right? If you're at 40, you can push it to 50, 60. But
80's the max I've seen somebody work for a consistent amount of time. It's like I think that's really the max, and then that's like everything. You got to give it. You got to be in like I was in survival mode. Like if you got to really be, because people will do more to avoid pain than they will to seek pleasure.
Yeah.
Right. So you got to have a lot of pain you're running from to push it to 80. Like you got to have so much pain, like a ridiculous amount.
Are you a single dad?
Yeah.
Damn. Means he got to take care of it.
But you know, it's funny that you guys said that because right before I got this job, this full-time job, I had a part-time job that I had, but the hours that I'm at with this full-time job, I'm like at the bottom of the totem pole. So it's like I'm working like AM, then PM, then AM, then AM. So it's kind of, you know, I'm trying to see how to like manage that with I possibly will go back to the other part-time job I had, but I'm, you know, I don't have seniority right now. So
Does your
it's
kid
hard
live with
to,
you? Does your kid live with you?
Sometimes I don't. She has them like majority.
Your mom has a majority. It's like, yeah, because that would make it different. I didn't have no kids at the time when I was putting in that kind of work, you know. So it was different. That's why, like I tell young people, man, like don't squander your youth because it's more difficult when you have a lot of responsibilities. This brother had a kid when he was 20. So, you know, but yeah, man, you just gotta don't let what you can't do stop you from doing what you can do. I think picking up a second job
is going to be critical here.
Yep.
And then try to figure out a high income skill, bro. That's going to make you more money. Because obviously you won't be able to do this forever. But in the meantime, you're going to need to make more money, man. $2,000 a month is wildly low, man. Like, I don't know how you're making anything. Like, I don't know if you live with your mom or you live with your family or something like that where you're able to do that. But $2,000 a month, bro, is very low.
Incredible.
Yeah. Yeah, no. It's bad, man.
Hey, man, it's emergency time. You got to like just get a sense of urgency,
for real, bro.
You got a boy or a girl,
jobs, bro?
Is your daughter or a son?
Got a boy.
All right, man. So it's like it's the beauty of that is, man, you can work hard and he'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't see my dad a lot growing up, even though he lived with my parents, but he was like working super hard. And he lived with us. I mean, he lived with me. You know, my parents were together until he died. But he was working super hard, and I ain't see him. But it didn't affect our relationship in a negative way. Like we were still like super tight. Like he was like my best friend. So it's with the boys, you can, you know, men are supposed to be out. Like traditionally, men are supposed to be out hunting and shit, fighting wars.
Anyway, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
You know, so it's cool. You got a 10-year-old, he'd be all right. You know, I mean, you still spend time with him, but you might not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any potential support from your family?
Kind of. I mean, I stay with my family, like I stay with my uncle. But
okay. So you don't pay rent then?
Okay.
You don't pay rent?
What'd you say, Myron?
You don't pay rent then?
Yeah, I do. I pay like
500.
the rent's like 14, so yeah, I pay like a little, like, you know, try to get my share parts of my rent.
All right. So what do you contribute? Like $500 a month or something like that?
Yeah.
All right, so I mean, and then like, do you pay for your own food and all that? Like, how much do you have left over after everything's done, or are you just like completely fly broke?
Not gonna lie, man. I'm pretty much just after, you know, my bills and stuff too. I'm pretty much just trying to save and stuff because unfortunately, I do have a DUI, so I'm trying to work on my my license back as well. But that was like 8 years ago.
Whoa.
8 years ago.
Yeah. What the? Wait,
What?
bro.
Doesn't it stop after 7 years?
No, not even. Like, you should be able to.
No. Well, I live in Illinois.
Oh, you live in Illinois.
Yeah, but hold on, something's off here, bro. Okay, you got a DUI. Yeah, they're gonna suspend your license for like a year or two, but it's been 8 years, bro. Are you saying you don't have your license, or what's going on here?
I don't have my license, but like the stipulations that they've been giving me to like get it back has just been a lot. So that's why I've just been trying to like save up money and stuff. But
You on the CTA.
What was your
My
blood
man
alcohol
riding the
content
CTA.
for this DUI? Was it just a DUI? Did you get an accident too?
yes,
Okay.
If you hit
no
a
one
homicide or
was
something.
injured, like nothing like that. But
Is
I
this
did
your
get
first
into it.
DUI, or was it like your second or third?
Unfortunately, it was my second.
Yeah, I knew something was off, man.
Bro,
I knew
had
something
to
was
be.
off. Yeah, I knew something was off. Because, bro, that for 8 years ago, for you to still be dealing with license issues, yeah. And you do realize once you get your third, more than likely it's going to be a felony, right? Most states have a 3 where your third DUI is a felony.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, bro. Like, look,
You should stop drinking, man.
you got to stop drinking, too.
You should stop drinking.
Are you still drinking, though, Cap?
A little bit, not as much.
Nah, you need to quit.
you gotta-
Cold turkey, bro.
You gotta quit, brother.
You got to quit all the way.
quit, brother. It's time to quit. You can just quit cold turkey, man.
You gotta quit
I
cold
quit
turkey.
drinking like 10 years ago. How long ago you quit drinking?
Me?
Yeah.
It's been like 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I quit
pretty
like
much,
10
yeah.
years ago. No drink, no
I
recreational drugs.
I barely drank when I was starting my brand.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I've always
it's-
been I always drank very little growing up. So for me, it wasn't hard to put it down. But, bro, alcohol will fuck your life up, bro.
And it tastes bad, bro. It tastes like shit.
It tastes bad.
Yo,
I
by
had
the
a
way,
mental
DUIs last for 5 to 10 years
Whoa.
5 to
minimum.
Well,
he got 2
for him especially because this is his second.
Bro, are you black?
Normally they suspend a license for like a year or 2. But
Nigga,
it's
do you
crazy.
hear the story?
Yeah.
Do you hear the story? You ain't never heard a white man tell you that story?
It's very simple, bro. This is what you got to do, man.
That's the blackest story I heard all day. That shit sound.
Yeah, bro. You're gonna yo keep it 1,000 with me. Do you have alcohol in your house right now?
No, it's funny. I was about to go get some, but my uncle is a drinker.
Yeah, no. You're done. No more alcohol from this point forward. I don't think you understand, bro. You're poor. You're fucking poor. Okay?
Yeah.
You make $24,000 a year, $2,000 a month. That's fucking pitiful. So this is what you got to do. You got to cut the alcohol cold turkey.
Yeah.
You got to get another job. And then you got to cut your expenses as much as you can.
Yeah.
And you got to make more money. Right now, you have an earning problem. A big earning problem. You got to make more money, bro. And you got to cut the booze altogether. You don't even deserve to drink, to be honest with you. Celebrate what?
Man,
Being poor, nigga?
listen, like you
Celebrating being poor.
What he's doing is escapism. That's what people do. Like it's escapism.
Escape, yeah.
So like honestly, it was easier for me to quit because I was doing, I was probably like
working. You realize how negative it was for you.
Yeah, and I was making money and I wasn't escaping anything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't
Facing it head on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was focused on something. So if you're like really down where he is, it's like it's a breather from that fucking from all the heavy like life stress, baby mama, no money. It's like a quick escape, right? But you can't lean on that shit, homie. You gotta put in the work, homie. Like especially you got a son, you gotta set an example for that brother, because he's gonna be looking at you. He's gonna be looking at you. You gotta set an example, man. Straight up.
Brandon, I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of you.
Thanks, man.
So
Appreciate
the other
it.
thing I was gonna say too, bro, with the booze, you just gotta quit that shit cold turkey, man. Like bro, alcohol is one of the most evil, and the problem is that it's easily accessible and it's legal. So I think it's even worse than drugs. So
it is.
Yeah, bro. And then so you don't have a driver's license right now?
No.
Nah.
How do you get to work every day?
Uber.
Public transportation?
Uber
CTA,
everywhere.
man.
Or you Uber?
It's public trans, but I get it for free.
Yeah.
Oh, you get it for free. He's on it.
How long is your license suspended this time around?
It's certain conditions that I have to meet to get my license back.
Which are?
Oh Jesus. Basically, I just have to save up money. I need to buy a car, and then when I get the car, I need to have SR22 insurance. I need to have the breathalyzer.
Yes.
And then after that, if I don't miss anything or have any problems, then I can get my license back in 10 months, so close to a year.
But you can drive with the breathalyzer in the car pretty soon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How long would that take you, homie?
They'll give me a restricted driver.
How long would it take you? Because I want to see. How much does the average Uber driver make in Chicago?
I don't know if the Uber driver, the Uber wants a guy with a breathalyzer on the
you might not be.
1 second.
Actually,
can you blow into this?
Yeah, I don't know if you do it. But is it Uber? Yeah, maybe he can't do it. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Chicago Uber drivers report an average earning of $25 an hour. This is according to ChatGPT,
25.
so don't be out here fact checking me, man. You know what I'm saying? ChatGPT say, that bitch be lying sometimes.
But listen, bro, you're done. You're done now, bro. I guarantee you, man. We've all been there at some point. Maybe without a kid though. But listen, man, you know what you got to do? Get two to three jobs.
Do whatever you got to do, man. Motherfucking I know you got EBT. If whatever you got to do, EBT be flipping that shit for cash outside of Jewel, Osco. Whatever you got to do, man.
Yeah.
Anything to get the money, man. That's how you got to do it.
And you're at that point where you're 30. You don't want to be 42, 45 working for $12 an hour. So you gotta quit the alcohol, get your stuff dialed now, and get the short-term handle. But in the long term, you want to be thinking, how can I increase my earning power? How can I increase my earning power? Because even at $12 an hour, it's very hard to get by. And then, I mean, look, we see the massive inflation that's happening, right? Where they're printing tons of money. Yeah. If you have assets and you have stocks, it inflates your assets, but it literally just punishes the working class.
Yeah.
So you want to get freaking set now. You don't want to wait a few more years, 5 more years. It's hard. The older you get, the harder it is to change.
Yo, the only way to really come up, you got to make more money than you spend and invest the difference. If you do that over a long period of time, you will have money. Seriously,
his biggest problem, he has an earning problem.
He got an earning issue, man.
You got an earning issue, bro. You ain't gonna save yourself because you make too little. You got to make more money, bro.
You got to make more money. Do whatever it takes, man. It's emergency mode. You got to really get aggressive with the money.
Yeah, bro. No more alcohol for you, bro. There's nothing to celebrate, nigga. You're a loser.
If all else fails, bro, Work at a liquor store. Follow your passion. If all else fails.
This nigga.
Let's move on though.
This nigga.
All right, bro, you got this, man. You got this, bro.
Don't listen.
A little cheer after the hard talk. You know what I'm saying? A little cheer in your life, bro. You got this, brother.
Don't do that, brother. Don't do that. That's the worst place for you.
What the fuck, man?
That is the worst place for you.
Hey, a little cheer.
Yeah.
All right.
Follow your passion. It was kind of funny.
It was kind of funny. Come on.